Welcome to Greggles TV. This video is all about the RayBan Meta Gen 2 glasses. I'm going to show you everything on what you should do to set these up the proper way, like the first tips and tricks, the first things to do, whatever you want to call it. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is go into the Meta AI app. I'm assuming you already have these set up and all that. If you don't, I will put a little link down below in the description of this video on how to set these up. Next thing you want to do is go into the app, and at the bottom right, you're going to see the sunglasses. Tap on that, and you can do some things in here that are pretty cool. So you can pause your notifications right there really quickly, really easily. You can also say it on your glasses. You can say, hey Meta, pause notifications, and it will pause the notifications. You can also turn on your translation. There's a translation button right there. Once you get into translations, you can come in here and instantly go in here and hit continue. And I'll go through this, but live translations is right here. It says before you begin, stay session, get the most accurate translations. And on the way you stop it is you would say the keyword, stop live translator or translation, or tap and hold the touchpad right here. So we're just gonna hit done on that. And then basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold your phone up as you talk to someone so they can see it at the same time as you speaking it, so you guys can converse and understand each other. Also at the top, if you have multiple glasses, like I have, this is my fourth pair, I think it is, you can swipe through to see all of your glasses that you have right here as you want. So I'm on my RayBan Meta Gen 2s, hit the gear in the top right, and you can go into updates. And I have mine set to automatically update. You can also go in here and check if there's any software updates. You're gonna get them every month, every 2 months. You will definitely get a lot of updates, and they add a lot of features really worth your time and your value to add more value into it. It's free updates and it's great. Next up, if you go into general, you can go into about, and you can always see which glasses your software are on. If you go into version, it'll show you what on. I'm right now, currently at the time of making this video, I'm on 18.2. You can see the features that it gave you recently as well under that update. This is also where you will see your case serial number and the serial number for your glasses in case you need to do some kind of return or some kind of fix because they broke or something like that. That's where you can find your serial number. Also on this page, you can see name. You can tap up there and you can change the name of your glasses. Put whatever you want. Mine was not RayBan Meta Gen 2. It said something else, but you can come in here, change it to whatever you want, hit save, and that'll be the new name for your glasses. Also, some other things in here, you can learn how to do a force restart. It walks you through the process. You can go in here and unpair your glasses if you're not gonna use them with this phone anymore. You can also do a factory reset. You can tap on that and it walks you through how to do a factory reset. I have videos on all of this stuff in my playlist for AI glasses. Going back in, Wi-Fi, you can come in here and connect to any Wi-Fi networks that you want, and this will be connected for your glasses because your glasses can connect to Wi-Fi on their own and do updates and things like that. Meta AI, this is a big one right here. These are your preferences. You can turn off the keyword. If you turn the keyword off, it will actually save you a ton of battery life. Just having that keyword always on so that you can say it whenever you want uses a lot of battery life. I have turned it off on one pair of my glasses. I can still access it by holding and pressing on the side here, and it will still work. But otherwise, you're gonna get way better battery life, basically almost doubling your battery life. So if you're out and about and you don't need to be using that keyword at all, do that, turn it off, and you'll get amazing battery life. Wake sound, this is when your glasses will make a sound letting you know that you've asked for the keyword. You can turn that on or off. I keep it on though. And you can also respond without the keyword. Your glasses microphone will stay on and listen for another prompt for a brief. So basically you after you ask your question to the keyword, maybe you asked, hey, what's the capital of Minnesota? It answers you, it listens for another split second. That way, if you're like, well, how many people live in that city? It'll answer again. Otherwise, if you kind of stay silent or you don't ask anything in relation to that, it's not going to respond back. But otherwise, that's what that means, is that basically after you ask your question and get your answer, it'll still listen for a little bit more to see if you have more questions. Language and voice. come in here. This is where you can change the speed of the person talking to you. I like the Aquafina voice. I really like her voice. It's pleasant. It's a little bit deep. I like it, but there's other voices you can choose right here. You can hit the play button right next to them to see what they sound like.
You can choose. Here's one of the voices you can choose. Here's one of the voices you can choose. Here's one of the voices you can choose.
But I like Aquafina.
Here's one of the voices you can choose. You can always change it later.
I love it, so I chose that voice. Also, cellular updates. I do these. Basically, updates will use your cellular data. The updates are pretty small, so they're not like gigabytes. So you can download updates through cellular if you're not going to be on Wi-Fi anywhere, and get your glasses installed basically wherever you are. Next would be communication. Come in here and connect any and all media apps that you want to do. Well, not media apps, but actually social communication apps. If you come in here, you can connect to whatever you want. You can have it announce messages. So basically, if you get a message from there, it'll say it through your glasses. You can see create a new story with your voice. If you come in here, you can see exactly what goes on with if you connect something. I already have mine connected, so that's why you don't see a connect button at the bottom. It just says disconnect. But ultimately, you can come in here and have it announce your messages. You can post things like a photo automatically to it, and it tells you how to do that. So it's very cool, walks you right through. But I have all of my things there connected. I also have announced calls collected. Or announced when I get a call, I'd be like, oh, Jeremy's calling, or whatever that person's fake made up name I just came up with is. You can also pause your announcements as well. This is where you can adjust the time limit. You can either be 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or up to 8 hours by default. Generally, I do about 30 minutes when I say it, when I'm telling Meta to pause my notifications. But you can have it, like I said, go as pretty much as long as you want, up to 8 hours, it looks like. Going back to the main screen of device settings, app connections. This is a big one too here. You've got your assigned defaults. So in here, when I touch and hold, it assigns it to Meta AI, but I can tap on that and pressing and hold it I can have it default to go into Spotify and activate my Spotify, or do nothing at all. I like the Meta AI because sometimes I will remove that, or I will the keyword. I'll remove that keyword. That way I can still access Meta. But otherwise, yeah, if that holding that and pressing it is more important to you for get your music up and going instead of talking to it to get it going, choose that. But otherwise, I keep it at the Meta. Also, your music. If you come in here, if you had multiple music apps connected, like Amazon Music or some other music app, you can come in here and that will be your default music app. Same thing with podcasts and radio. Going back here, I'll show you. If I say I had Amazon Music, which I guess I do, but I don't, I can come in here and I can continue and I can connect it to there so that I can have Meta play Amazon Music for me, or Spotify, or whatever music apps I have connected. And you can do that with any of these. Next would be media. This is where you can change your video settings. These Gen 2s have 3K video. You can see I already have it set. By default, it's set to full HD. So if you want the best quality video that it can record, come in here, just like I did, and choose high resolution, which should do 3K at 30. And then full HD does 1080p at 30. I'll be honest, I've done a comparison with the original Gen 1 Metas, and then the Oakley, which can do 3K. And I'll be honest, I didn't really notice much of a difference. So you'll be fine at 1080p, and you can record a lot more video at 1080p versus 3K because the battery will die a lot quicker with 3K. Also, you can set your default video lengths, 1 minute or 3 minutes. I do 3 minutes. That way, if I generally do less than that, but once you press and hold the button up here, it'll start recording a video, and it will have it so that it goes up to 3 minutes if you don't stop it. Otherwise, you can do it to just 1 minute. Or you can stop it whenever you want before the 3 minute or the 1 minute mark. Auto import while charging. So basically when I put these into their charging case, they'll automatically send the videos and photos that I took over to my phone. You can also clear up cache, which will free up space on your phone by clearing the cache. This will delete any media in the gallery. So if you've done a lot of videos and photos, this will clear that out. You can see I have 18.2 megs currently. Audio. So when I take my glasses off, it'll turn on, it'll auto pause whatever I'm doing. So if I'm listening to a song or something, I pull these off my face, it'll pause that music. I like that feature. Also adaptive volume, I do turn this off. I want them loud all the time. I don't want them to automatically adjust to the environment I'm in. If you keep that on though, if you're in a really quiet environment, the glasses would be less in volume. If you're in a really loud environment, they're gonna go as loud as they can. I like them to be loud all the time, so I just keep that off. Early access, I turn this on and I have a video on how you can join the early access, again, on my AI glasses playlist. But basically, you don't have to do this. And if you do this, you'll get the latest features pushed to your phone potentially. Basically, it's beta, so there might be some issues with it, but ultimately you'll get the latest features that these glasses have. Notification LED brightness. Now, it's not the indicator on the glasses in the front. There you have a little indicator on the front here. You can set it to automatic, low, medium, or high. I generally do low. It'll show up if you get a notification on your glasses. You'll kind of see it in your peripheral vision. But other than that, it's up to you how you want to set it. If it's set to auto, if it's dark, it's going to be light. If it's really bright out, it's going to be a really bright light. Again, it's not going to blind you because it's in your peripheral vision, but something to know. Wear detection, I keep this on. Basically, this will, again, pause my music, kind of not turn the glasses off, but kind of like just pause them so that if I take them off my face, they aren't still really being in full action. Customized controls, I have my touchpad here. This kind of already went through this in a previous section with the music, but you can change it here as well. I assume they're probably going to give us more options as time goes on for that. That's why it's probably in that section. Microphone troubleshooting. This is, you can adjust your microphone. This helps voice controls and calls pick up your voice better if you turn it on. If issue keeps happening, turn the toggle off and go to the help center. From what I know, I've never had it turned on, so I'm just going to keep it off. I haven't had any issues. People have never complained about me talking on these. They've always had good things to say. Glasses privacy, this could be potentially really important for you. You got your voice activity log, which you can come in here and see all the things that you've ever said to these glasses. You can delete all those things that you've said. You have your review your privacy choices if in here of what you have chosen. You have your privacy site for your glasses. I don't mess around with this stuff too much, but since I'm trying to be in the beta versions of the software on this so I can get all the latest features, you do need to have share additional data on. And I also have share meta device location and cloud media turned on for allowing my photos and videos to be sent to meta cloud for processing and temporary storage. Turn that stuff off if you're concerned about your privacy and you'll be fine. But otherwise, I just leave it on. Then you have your device lock. So phone unlock your glasses by unlocking your phone, so you can have your glasses be protected a bit here by turning on auto lock contacts to prevent unauthorized outgoing calls or messages from your device. You can turn that on. I believe that's a new feature. I don't remember that being on the original ones unless they just added it, but kind of cool. So people can't get into your glasses even when your phone's locked. The phone has to be unlocked in order to use your glasses. So it might be a good protection thing to just turn that on for yourself. But it also might be a little bit annoying if you're trying to use it and your phone's locked and you can't do certain things. So it has a double-edged sword. Be My Eyes. This is a service. You have to download the app on your phone and sign up. It's free. And basically when this works, it allows you to turn this on and somebody will be able to see through your glasses what you're looking at if you can't see well, you're blind or have somewhat kind of blindness or hard of seeing, it allows somebody through the internet, through that app, to see what you see through the glasses and help you figure out, like if you're trying to figure out if the gas is on or your AC is not at the correct temperature or something like that along those lines. Detailed responses is a cool one. I do have this enabled on my other, but basically it'll just gives you more of a detailed response when AI responds to you. Instead of maybe saying, what you're looking at is the color green, it might add some more words in there. Oh yeah, what you're looking at is the color green. It's a 4-leaf clover. It has 4 leaves, 4 clovers on it, something along those lines. It adds more definition into what it's telling you it's looking at with AI. Now, a couple things about using the glasses. We'll just turn to the side here. To raise the volume, you're just gonna swipe towards the front, swipe towards the back to lower your volume. Play, pause your music. All you're gonna do is tap, and then tap again for when you want to pause it. So you tap it once to play it, tap again to pause it. When you want to answer a call, you're just going to double tap it and double tap it to hang up as well. If you want, there's a button at the top here. If you press it once, just like that, it'll take a photo. If you press and hold it, it's going to do a video. When you're done doing the video, you can just tap it once and it'll stop your video. When you want to ask Meta a question, you can ask it anything. Hey Meta, take a photo. Hey Meta, record a video. Hey Meta, stop video. So you can control your glasses with just your voice as well. When you want it to do videos or photos, you don't have to always tap the button. You can also ask it pretty much anything. You can look in your refrigerator and ask it how to do something with AI, like create a recipe based off what you see in my fridge, and it'll do that. Hey Meta, start live AI.
Starting live AI. That's a great setup. What can I help with?
What am I looking at right now?
You are looking at a room with a TV, a shelf with various electronic devices, and a tripod with a phone attached to it.
What could I put to hide those cables and those electronics?
You could use cable organizers or a cord management box to hide the cables and electronics, keeping the area tidy and organized.
Hey Meta, stop live AI.
Live AI stopped.
So you can do that as well. That's how you start live AI and control it. You don't even have to say the keyword. You could just say stop live AI, I believe. But very easy to use these glasses. These are amazing. And the Gen 2s, better battery life, higher quality video, potentially more as well. I haven't done my full comparison between the two, but they look really cool. I love these. These are the larges on me. If you have a big head, go with the larges. If you have more of a smaller head, go with the standard size. And you can get replacement lenses on these as well. I'll put a link down below for that. If you want to get like a prescription lens, you don't want to have to go through your optometrist or pay a lot of money. These are very inexpensive. I have some in these right now, and they come in clear. They come in the ones so you can change the lens colors, and you can also get them so that they are sunglasses as well and all protections as well. So thanks for watching. If you want to pick up the glasses or the third-party lenses that I was talking about, everything's linked down below. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and we'll see you guys down the road. Peace.